Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about a mental health professional's guide to creating safe clinical spaces. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt uncomfortable or completely at ease? Environmental psychology is the study of how physical spaces influence our thoughts, emotions, and behavior. Environmental psychology looks at elements like lighting, color, sound, and layout, and how they affect how we think and feel in a space. In therapy, those details matter more than we might realize. Taiwo et al. 2023 found that both clients and therapists often described ideal therapy rooms as spaces that feel less formal and more comfortable than traditional office spaces. A space can either make someone feel safe enough to open up or shut down emotionally. Harsh lighting, a noisy environment, or a cold setup can create barriers, but a warm, thoughtfully designed space can encourage trust, comfort, and emotional vulnerability. In a space like this, even simple conversations can feel harder than they should. Something as small as where people are sitting or how far apart they are can create a sense of distance. Research has shown that crowded environments could evoke feelings of anxiety. A client might hold back, give shorter answers, or avoid going deeper, not because they don't want to, but because the environment doesn't feel right. And it just doesn't affect the client itself. The therapist can feel it too. They might feel less connected, less engaged, and more focused on getting through the session than actually connecting with the client. When the environment creates tension instead of comfort, it becomes a barrier instead of support.
As you can see, in this environment, the client is struggling to open up with her therapist. In stiff and sterile settings like this, clients may not be comfortable being emotionally vulnerable, making this therapy session ineffective for the client.
What makes you feel unsafe in a space?
I think it's a very good question because I think we need to define what is unsafe. So unsafe to me is being uncomfortable or being harmed either emotionally or physically. So when I enter a space and I feel uncomfortable or emotionally unstable, I guess, or I'm being harmed in some way, would probably be just a cold atmosphere. So lots of sterile architecture, blank walls. That would make me very uncomfortable.
Right. And then what would you say are design elements that make you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, so probably that sterile architecture again, white walls or completely beige walls with no pops of color or anything. That's just, it's quite jarring to look at that. And when you're trying to sit in a space and you're trying to be comfortable in that space, but there's no life around you, it's the absence of life that's around you, you're not going to be comfortable. So I would say the white walls, sterile architecture, and just the absence of life.
Yeah. Thank you. We knew this environment needed to be more thoughtfully designed. One of the biggest factors was lighting. Brighter environments can help a space feel more open, alert, and professional, which can be important for focus and engagement at the start of a session. At the same time, lighting has to feel balanced because overly harsh or clinical lighting can make a space feel uncomfortable or intimidating. Research suggests that softer, more natural lighting can support relaxation and make it easier for people to open up. So the goal is creating a space that feels both clear and calm. From there, we focus on adding elements that make the environment feel more inviting and less sterile. Things like plants, artwork, and softer textures can make a space feel more human and less like a clinical setting. Studies have shown that exposure to natural elements and calming sensory environments can reduce stress and support emotional recovery, which is especially important in therapy. Personal touches also matter. When a space feels organized, comfortable, and intentional, people are more likely to feel at ease and view the therapist more positively. Finally, we also looked at the layout. When there's too much physical distance between a client and a therapist, it can create an emotional barrier. Bringing seating slightly closer while still respecting personal space can make the interaction feel more natural, connected, and supportive. None of these changes are dramatic on their own, but together they create a space that feels more comfortable, intentional, and ultimately more supportive of the therapy experience. So, after seeing the redesigned space, how does it change how willing you'd be able to open up?
I think I'd be very comfortable in this space. I think it's very cozy because there's so many things around, and there's lots of pillows, and there's fidget toys, which is really nice because I definitely am someone who gets anxious and I need something to do with my hands. And it's also very just private, which is nice because I think privacy is really important.
Yeah, and would you feel more likely to return to therapy in this environment?
I definitely think so. I think it's a really nice space that I would feel like comfortable in, so I think I would be inclined to return.
As you can see in this updated space, the tone of the session shifts almost immediately. The lighting is brighter, which makes the room feel more open and easier to settle into, while still feeling balanced and not harsh. With the seating arranged a bit closer, the interaction feels more natural and less formal, making it easier to maintain eye contact and stay engaged in the conversation. The client starts to open up more, offering fuller responses and speaking more freely, while the therapist seems more present and responsive, creating a stronger sense of connection. Small changes like warmer lighting, the addition of natural elements, and a more thoughtful layout help create an environment that feels comfortable without being too overwhelming. Research suggests that when therapy environments are designed with these factors in mind, they can support better communication and improve how both the client and therapist experience the session. Here, the environment isn't necessarily something you notice right away, but it's clearly working in the background, making it easier for both people to focus and connect. In real therapy settings, this kind of environment can make a meaningful difference over time, helping clients feel more comfortable returning, opening up more consistently, and building trust more naturally. At the same time, it allows therapists to stay more engaged and present, which strengthens the overall process and supports more productive, effective sessions.
That concludes our guide on how to create a safe therapeutic environment. We hope the information in this video is beneficial to building spaces that clients feel comfortable in. Thank you for watching.